Good evening, it's 7:30 p.m. Time to call the regular meeting of the Washington Courthouse City Council to order. Will we begin with Mr. Lynch giving us the vocation. Mr. Johnson will lead us in the pledge.
Dear God, we just thank you for this evening. We thank you for the opportunity to come here and share our thoughts and ideas about what is best for this community. We give you all the praise and glory for all the blessings that you give us in this community and our people. We apologize for the way we mess things up at times, the way we don't take care of your earth. But God, we are just so thankful that we have been elected to help the people in this community, and we pray that the decisions we make will be of a benefit to them. God, I just pray all these things in the name of your Son. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. Roll call, please.
Hawk.
Here.
Hernandez.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Lynch.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Blair.
Here.
Chrisman.
Here. Yes, whatever. Was approval of the minutes of the regular council meeting held July 28, 2020. Any corrections, questions, comments, complaints?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from 7/28/21.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Next is the minutes of the work session held July 30th, 2021.
I'll make a motion to accept those, Mr. Chairman.
Second. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Moving into the business session, communication. Mr. Denon.
None.
Thank you. Report of council committees. I think Ms. Hernandez is up first.
Economic Strategies and Cooperation Committee met in the City Council chambers of 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, July 28, 2021 at 5 p.m. I presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Dale Lynch, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Mr. Ted Hoff, council member, Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council chairperson, Mrs. Chelsea Baker, economic development director, Mr. Mark Pitstick, city attorney, and Mr. Joseph Denon, city manager. Number one, the committee reviewed progress with industrial development. Number two, the committee noted the status of various development expansion projects within the community and downtown area. Number three, the administration advised the committee of upcoming karaoke shop hop event and the Art on the Square event. Number four, the committee noted discussions regarding a job creation incentive agreement and presented a copy of the agreement for the committee to review. The committee recommended that a work session be held on Friday, July 30th, 2021 at 9 a.m. to continue discussion regarding this agreement. Number five, the committee noted projects and business growth in the downtown area. The committee noted business inquiries regarding fonts, colors, and signage within the downtown area, and the possibility of beginning the process of branding downtown. The committee recommended discussions proceed. Number six, the committee noted discussions regarding possible opportunities for adult and student vocational education programs continued. And number seven, the committee reviewed progress with commercial development. Respectfully submitted, myself and Ms. Kelly Ford, recording secretary.
Thank you. Any questions, comments?
I'll move that we accept the minutes as read.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Finance and Personnel, Mr. Lynch.
All right. The Finance and Personnel Committee met in the City Council chambers, 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, July 28, 2021 at 6 p.m. I presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Ted Hawk, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Ms. Kendra Hernandez, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council chairperson, Mr. Joseph Denon, city manager, Mr. Tom Rowley, finance director, and Mr. Mark Pitstick, city attorney. The committee benefited from review of the statement of cash for the month ending in June. The committee benefited from review of the investments of the city of Washington courthouse. The committee recommended that legislation be brought to council for a supplemental appropriation regarding the American Rescue Plan. The committee noted that the city of Washington courthouse audit for 2020 had been released. The administration advised the committee of the opportunity to refinance bonds for approximately a $158,000 savings. The committee recommended that the administration proceed to refinance the bonds and noted that special meetings would be necessary. The committee benefited from review of personnel issues. The committee benefited from review regarding human resource services. The committee recommended that the administration proceed with the development of an expense benefit related to COVID funding. The committee noted an open position in the wastewater collections department. The administration presented the committee a copy of the city manager's agreement for review, submitted by myself as chairperson and Mrs. Kelly Ford, recording secretary.
Thank you. Any questions, comments?
I'll make a motion to accept the personnel meeting, finance and personnel meeting from July 28, 2021.
Second. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Moving into reports of city officials. Mr. City Manager, Mr. Denon.
Thank you. I'd like to note for everyone that the noise issue at the wastewater treatment plant continues to be a focus of our attention. We made some improvement of that, and we should have made additional improvement today, which we will review in the morning after they have completed some work, and there'll be some additional things that they do later on that week to address that issue. Dayton Avenue Rail, additional work will soon be underway. However, the fundamental fix will occur at the end of August. The railroad will install a rubber crossing there. We'll be planing that down to make that angle of approach to that rail crossing a little bit better. So you'll see some improvement, and then at the end of the month, we should go back to an acceptable rail crossing. And that addresses the damage to the crossing that occurred when the train derailed. Fayette County Railroad Preservation Society. We distributed some photos of some of their recent work at the train display, and would just like to thank them for the enormous amount of time and dedication that they have put in there. They made a huge difference with that caboose when they started out. Oh, that thing had been covered up with multiple layers of plywood. It looked horrible, was ready to fall over. And they have done a tremendous amount of work with the caboose. Recently they did some work with that old railroad telephone box. Rebuilt the door on it and painted and stenciled that, and it looks exceptionally nice. And would just like to thank everybody involved with the Railroad Preservation Society and the work that they have done down there. And not to single any of them out, because they've all done a tremendous amount of work. But Paul Febo does an exceptionally nice job of keeping us informed about what they're doing down there, what needs that they have, where we can cooperate. And it's just been an exceptionally wonderful relationship with that group of people. If you see the street department out, they've been doing a lot of crack sealing. Shortly they'll get into street painting and getting rid of some of that flaking yellow curb and making that look nice again, and all the various white pavement markings that you see on the street. We'll do that before we get into cold weather. And then on Elm Street, over by the high school and middle school, we talked about it in committee. Here, right before school starts, we'll be putting up some digital speed signs, the type that when you approach them tells them what your speed is. And that technology has advanced to the point where, through the cloud, we can download a lot of traffic information that the sign records, speed, traffic counts, and that type of nature. So we're going to try that to see if it makes people slow down a little bit and makes them a little bit more cognizant of what their speed is and what's going on. And we also will try also a mobile speed sign that we can address problem speeding complaints and take a look at what is actually going on without. We're happy to send out a police cruiser to address speed complaints, but invariably when we send out a police cruiser, people slow down. Which kind of negates the issue, do you have a problem there or not? But that is something that we will be looking into. The bond legislation you have on first reading this time, we'll need to think about some dates coming up to have a couple specials. We can do those in the morning. It makes that relatively quick, so do you want to talk about when to do that now, or do you want us to email you about what dates and times work for you? What's your preference?
Be great if we could decide it tonight. If we can't, we can't.
Okay. You want to do it Monday, Tuesday, in the morning?
It'd be good for me because Wednesday I'll be at school. So Monday and Tuesday will be good.
Monday or Tuesday's okay with me too.
We'll need 2 more days, right?
You know, you have first reading this
2 more
time.
days
and-
after this.
Right.
Make it 8 o'clock, 9,
8, 9 o'clock, somewhere there.
8's better for me.
8 o'clock on once.
They'll keep your seat warm out the restaurant.
No, I will not be in town Monday through Thursday of next week. However, as long as there's a quorum, I don't think that that's
Yeah.
a problem. Just wanted to let you know.
Of course, if you're in a hurry, we could start it maybe Thursday or Friday this week, Thursday in. I don't care.
Well, we gotta do the advertisement.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, all three copies of Record Herald have to get printed with that.
So we're looking at both days, is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Monday and Tuesday both,
you have to be on 2 separate days,
8 o'clock.
and I'm here at 8 o'clock.
Is that what we're
That's fine.
talking about?
Okay.
Okay,
You'll send an
everybody
email
else?
out to that effect?
I can, yeah,
Yes.
I will.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
advertise it. Mhm.
Okay, it's you, Dale.
Yep.
It's okay, it's Ted. It's okay, it's you. It's okay, it's Jim.
You'd have 4.
It's okay, it's Kendra. Caleb's not, you won't be.
We'd have-
I
8
won't be
o'clock,
here,
both
but-
days, right?
Yep.
8 o'clock both days.
Yes,
Okay.
both days, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we'd have 5, so we're okay.
Thank you. Everybody.
He's gonna overweight you.
No, I'll throw rocks at her window.
I'll have
It'll
to
be
get up
good
before
practice
breakfast.
for Wednesday.
Yeah, you'll be a
School
bit of a,
starts.
I'll have to get up before
oh,
breakfast.
It's early.
never thought of that. Is that Wednesday?
I don't have a vacuum on it, my heavens.
Right.
I'll come
That's
knock
what
on your
I
door.
said.
Yeah,
Wake
I
you
didn't
up.
know it. Well, I'll be running kids. Wow.
Okay, anything else for Mr. Denon? Mr. Riley isn't here, so we'll pass him. Mr. City Attorney, Mr. Pitstick.
Yes, the only thing I would have is we're probably doing between 45 and 50 yards a week in mowing.
Wow.
So even this time of year, it's been pretty busy considering the amount of rain we've got.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Seeing no local residents or taxpayers, we'll move to legislation previously introduced. Item A, ordinance number 9, 2021, third reading.
I'll move that,
Go ahead, Cindy.
well, I'll move that we place ordinance number 9, 2021 on third reading.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Ordinance number 9-2021, amending ordinance number 15-2020 by providing supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Washington Courthouse, Fayette County, Ohio, during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2021.
Move for passage.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Item B is next, resolution number R 2021, first reading.
I move we place resolution number R 2021 on second reading.
Second.
Yes, okay.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 28-2021, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, appointment of Mr. Scott Dahlmeyer to the City Planning Commission Board of the City of Washington Courthouse, concluding December 31st, 2025.
I'll move for adoption on that.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Item C, resolution number R 2021, second reading.
I'll move that we put resolution R 2021 on second reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 29-2021, a resolution authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager, to enter into a cooperative agreement with the Director of Transportation of the State of Ohio, referencing PID number 106240 for urban paving.
I'll move for adoption.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Item D, resolution number R 2021, second reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R 2021 on second reading.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 30-2021, a resolution authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to enter into a contract with T&M Roofing and Sheet Metal for roof repair at the water treatment plant.
Move for adoption.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Item E, resolution number R 2021, second reading.
I'll move we put resolution R 2021 on second reading.
Second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Resolution number R 31-2021, a resolution authorizing the city manager, Joseph J. Denon of the City of Washington Courthouse, to award a contract to Gibson Lime Services for the 2022 water treatment plant sludge removal for a 3-year term.
I'll move for adoption on that.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. Moving to new legislation in writing, item A is ordinance number 10/2021, first reading.
I move we place ordinance number 11, 2021 on first reading.
I'm sorry.
Correction. 10.
Hmm?
10/2021.
Oh, I'm sorry. 10, right. Correct that.
That's fine.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Ordinance number 10-2021, amending ordinance number 15-2020 by providing supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Washington Courthouse, Fayette County, Ohio, during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2021.
Okay, item B, ordinance number 11, 2021, first reading.
I'll move we put ordinance number 11, 2021 on first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $1,300,000 of bonds for the purpose of refunding all or a portion of the city's various purpose bonds, Series 2011, dated March 8th, 2011, approving related matters in connection with the issuance of the bonds.
Thank you. Mr. Pittsted, D, E, and F, miscellaneous adjournment. Don't we normally adjourn after the whole thing's over?
That's correct.
So adjournment would belong below that, right?
Belong below executive session.
Okay, so but miscellaneous is now.
Yes.
Okay.
So we still have the miscellaneous?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have miscellaneous, then we'll go into executive, adjourn from it, come back out, back into regular session, and adjourn from
Okay.
it. Correct.
Correct.
Huh, I didn't think, I'll remember all that.
You did quite well.
Thank you. Now, if I could just learn how to spell miscellaneous, I'd do that.
Yeah, right.
But I don't need to know that, Kelly knows how to do that. We'll start with Mr. Blair tonight, how about that?
I appreciate that, sir, and I just wanted to have everybody be on the alert and be cautious. Another virus is out there again, and I do respect the opinions of each individual citizen.
Mhm.
Your choice to do whatever you want to do, and I just hope and pray that we get a hold of this and we continue on with our life, whatever normal really is. And that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Schultz.
You know, I was sitting at a street light the other day, a red light, and I was sitting there in the intersection, and cars coming by and trucks and everything coming by, and I thought to myself, why do we stop for red lights? Because if we bust through that intersection, we're gonna hurt ourselves, hurt our loved ones, our children, our grandchildren, and someone we don't even know. And if you relate that to the virus that you mentioned, the new virus coming up, that's why we get the vaccination, because we don't want to bust through red light intersections. If we did that, if 50% of us stopped and the other 50% just run through them, look at the consequences. You're going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt a loved one, you're going to hurt someone you don't even know. So the next time you're at a red light, stop and think about, why am I stopping here? Why don't I just run right on through that intersection? And I'm sure you'll come up with the right answer. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Hawk.
Well, I had a good experience last weekend or weekend before. My memory's not that good, but it was, I got
Old
to,
age, it comes to both of us.
I got to, sail, ride a boat down the Erie Canal, and it just made me feel like we've got a really good country. The vision that it took to convince people to build that thing, and my son-in-law and daughter bought a boat in Annapolis, Maryland, sailed it up the Hudson River, where Sully landed that plane right through that area.
Oh, wow.
Past the Statue of Liberty, right up through the middle of the Bronx, and up to the Catskills, and then sailed and went across the Erie Canal. And just riding through the locks and watching the bridges rise whenever we went through all those areas, it was just amazing to me. And just to ride quietly through the backyards of country homes and through the middle of towns, and it's just amazing to me of the vision that certain people in our country have had. You know, they were ridiculed and made fun of, and shipping goods went like from $100 a ton to $5 a ton just overnight. It made New York City what it is today, from shipping from the lakes and all. And I just admire and thank all the people that have made this country great, just from their vision and their foresight and their willingness to stick their neck out when they really didn't have to. And I feel that I am really blessed to be a citizen of this country. I don't have to seek citizenship, it was just given to me. And it's just a great privilege that I have, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all the people that made this town what it is, and all the inventions that were made right here in the Washington Courthouse, and everything, so that's all.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Lynch?
Trying to think what I want to say. First thing I don't know if I want to get into that or not. I was going to comment on Jim's comment, but I won't. First thing I want to say that I know I want to say is so often we just vote quickly on all these people that are serving on committees like Scott Dahlmeyer tonight, and I don't think we take the time to stop and appreciate those people who aren't exactly making millions of dollars, but are there doing service to the community. And they don't have to do that, but they want to serve the community. So not just Scott, but all the people that we appoint to different committees, and I think we sometimes take them for granted. And as we've already mentioned in previous meetings tonight, school does start a week from today here in town. I think Miami Trace starts the same day, actually. But anyway, I hope people will keep that in mind. And for those children who are old enough to get vaccinated, I hope the parents will get them vaccinated, because I found out last year that teaching wearing masks and teaching with half people there and some online and is not a good education service. And I don't think we'll ever get back to normal, ever. Because we have the Delta variant, there'll be another variant, there'll be another variant, there'll be another variant, unless people get vaccinated. My saying tonight is the 3 C's of leadership are consideration, caring, and courtesy. Be polite to everyone. And that was said by Brian Tracy. And in this world today, leaders should be polite to everyone, and that includes us. So I hope we can be as we come close and approach an election time. And that's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Johnson?
Well, a lot of people mentioned the COVID Delta strain, COVID. I would say to reiterate not only what's been said today, but what has been sort of a theme in many prior miscellaneous sections. You know, get vaccinated now. And I heard about it's a booster shot that we're looking at. So I don't disagree with Mr. Lynch, but one thing Mr. Lynch said was he said it's get vaccinated or we'll have the Delta. And I don't disagree, but to clarify, it's get vaccinated and we will be dealing with the Delta. And let's not, we shouldn't have an expectation anymore. I think where we went wrong was whenever we told everyone that it was going to be 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yes.
I think that was unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
We should have told them that it's gonna be a long time, and it's gonna be something that you gotta sort of strap in for. It's not gonna be a thing where, oh, you get a vaccine and then everything goes away. You don't have to worry anymore about what you do. You don't have to worry about, the health of other people around you. I think what we should have done is we should have told everyone, get vaccinated, and we're still gonna have the problem lingering around from the people who cannot get a vaccination for whatever reason. And that's the reason why you gotta get vaccinated. And so it's a little, maybe a little more bleak, but, we're gonna have the Delta variant, we're gonna have other variants, and there probably will be other booster shots beyond then. So get them all. Get them all. That's it, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you. Is your name, please?
Just a reminder that the downtown is having a shop hop this weekend, Friday night, and chocolate walk tickets go on sale Friday night. We're hoping that we will be able to have that, even if we have to wear masks, we'll do that. And you're free to wear a mask in my store, and at this point you don't have to, but we have a lot of activities outside too, and there's a lot of being in and out. So I still think it's an opportunity to socialize and support your downtown and do it safely. So hope to see you on Friday.
Thank you. Well, I think everybody sitting up there is pretty well aware, like been said, that we're in this COVID thing for the long haul. And I think I heard on TV, the new one came out of Lambda, L-A-M-B-D-A or L-A-M-P-D-A.
I think it was the first one you said.
One of the, I think it is
Lambda,
with the B,
yes.
yeah. So, and I really haven't heard how severe they think that's going to be. I was very concerned, and I realize they will overemphasize the number sometimes. But what CDC said, possibly quadruple between now and Labor Day, my God, that's only 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
Hospitalizations.
Wow.
I should have added that in there. But anyway, hopefully someday it'll be over. My age is gonna be over for me somewhere long. Okay, now we need to think about going into executive session.
All right, I move that we enter into executive session for the purposes of discussing employment and compensation of a public employee pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22 G1.
Second that.
Yes.
We don't need any discussion on that, or do we?
No, no discussion.
Okay, roll call, please.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes. It hasn't been too long since we made good time through that meeting. Does anybody need